The DOJ did say, though, in their release of the most recent documents related to Jeffrey Epstein, that if there was anything that had what they said a shred of credibility against President Trump, it would have been weaponized against him already. But before this, on Friday's release, one of the big headlines were the pictures of former President Bill Clinton. He was pictured in a hot tub. He was pictured in a pool. What do you make of Bill Clinton's involvement in this dump?
Well, I have to say, seeing those photos, Brittany, was very disturbing involving former President Clinton. We do know from the flight logs, and this goes back many years, we do know that Bill Clinton, in his post-presidency, traveled with Jeffrey Epstein on his plane to go to locations for the Clinton Global Initiative meetings and the Clinton Foundation. He caught a lot of flights with Jeffrey Epstein, but these photos are showing us a different side of that. They're showing us that Bill Clinton socialized with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, and more importantly, that he socialized with women who were in the presence of Jeffrey Epstein. And so this is disturbing in the sense that just like President Trump and the references to him on the plane with possible witnesses for the Maxwell case, this is putting former President Clinton much closer to knowing about Jeffrey Epstein's involvement with these girls. You have to assume that from seeing these photos and seeing women in these pools or hot tubs with former President Clinton. And again, just like President Trump, Bill Clinton has vehemently denied any involvement in any of this. He said he was unaware of Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking until the original Florida case, and he disassociated himself with Jeffrey Epstein from that point on. But it is disturbing that there were these very powerful individuals. We're talking about a former president and a current president who were with Jeffrey Epstein in the presence of him with possible victims of his sex trafficking. And it raises the question of what they knew, and if so, if they knew of any criminality, why it wasn't reported.